streaming live. Whether anyone can hear me or not, it's going to be the next thing, so we can just find out. Yeah.
Dad could check it on his phone.
Oh, not the virtual pub quiz. Go away. I'm joking. I'm just trying to get this so everyone can see it. Oh, there's 2 people. Hello. Please let me know if you can hear me in the comments. Hopefully you can. I think you can hear me. I'm just going to share this over on Facebook so everyone can come and see us. And then we can make a start on this week's quiz. It's worked a lot quicker this week than it did the other week. We were good half an hour the other week, weren't we, trying to get it to work. Let's hope tonight that this is going to work. Yeah, let us know in the comments who's watching, where you're from. Hopefully everyone's keeping well this week. Just wait for everyone to come over. I'm going to try on YouTube because I've got so you can see the questions on the PowerPoint as I say them. I've not done this before, so fingers crossed it's going to work. It's possibly very, very likely it probably won't. Though in our luck. Fingers crossed it will. Got my little PowerPoint here. Right. Drop that in the corner. Pull that one over. I've got 2 people at the minute. It's still early yet. I mean, people probably waiting on Facebook, to be fair, waiting for it to start. That was me messaging everybody else, so don't worry about that. Just waiting for people to come over. Like I say, I'm just trying it on YouTube because I can get the PowerPoint part to work. Just give it a few more minutes. There's only 2 people.
Better than none. We'll just play for her sake.
Could be people, to be fair, waiting for Facebook, but and they could start a live on Facebook and then. And again. My spelling's not going to be very good today. I do apologise. If you're watching on YouTube, you're going to see. Oh, yeah, that's the right camera. You're going to see probably quite a few spelling mistakes in the questions. Their mum's actually, if they are, because she wrote the questions, to be fair.
You retyped them, so you might have put mistakes in.
That's a good point. Yeah, that is a good point actually. I did type them, so there could be mistakes. Some time to come over. Oh, got a person watching. Yeah, if you want to, I will put the link in the description. If you want to watch on YouTube, you will be able to see the questions on the screen. If you want to watch on YouTube, so try and speak up a bit. Hopefully this microphone is working. I hope it's connected and it is actually on. Do let me know if you can hear me or not. Hopefully you can. Yeah, so just a reminder, if you want to see the questions on screen, then watch on YouTube. Just type in that, there we go. Yeah, so just a reminder, if you want to see the questions on screen, then watch on YouTube. Okay, you will be able to see them on the screen on YouTube. I'm probably sure there's probably some way how I can do it on Facebook, but I'm not 100% sure, but I'll try and figure that out for next time. So we are live now on Facebook and YouTube. We've got a couple watching on both. Like, just a reminder again, if you want to see the questions on screen, go watch over on YouTube because they will be up there. A little PowerPoint with the questions on. Make sure you got your tipples tonight. I've got tropical juice. It's feeling very tropical with the sun coming out. No alcohol in there, I'm afraid. People say you can't hear very well. I can hear it on my thing, but that could be why, to be fair. Yeah, do let me know if you're watching on both, if you can hear okay. Hopefully you can. The microphone is on and it is plugged in, so hopefully I will just turn it up a little bit. Yeah, people saying they can hardly hear me. I don't know why. I can hear it on mine. I'm watching on my phone just to check the comments, but I can hear it. Sort of. You do need to turn it up quite loud to hear it. I think it's just the microphone's not brilliant here. It is all plugged in, but I don't know why. It's just not a very good microphone. Yeah, so do turn it up if you're having. That's what I've had to do just to check the sound on this. I had to turn it up. So we've got our usual. There's my questions. Don't lose my questions. We've got our 8 rounds. Usual 8 rounds. We've got picture round as well. You will be able to see that on Facebook. I will put the pictures up as well, which is a good point, which I need to actually add them in. Oh no, I have added them in. That's okay. So you will be able to see the pictures on Facebook, but they will be on the PowerPoint with the questions on YouTube. So you should be able to see on both. Just give it another minute just to make sure everyone's come across. Like I say, if you want to see the questions on the screen, you can watch on YouTube. Hopefully it's going to stay working YouTube because we're streaming this rather than webcamming it. So I can do the PowerPoint with the questions and everything on for you, so people can see them. Hopefully everyone's doing well this week and you're enjoying it. We've got a few more people coming across. Having a good week, enjoying the sun. Hope you all had a good bank holiday weekend.
You didn't go anywhere you weren't supposed to.
Yeah, that's true.
You Didn't do a Dominic.
Yeah, no, didn't do a Cummings and cross 260 miles. No, I'm sure everyone's kept safe this weekend. Enjoyed the sunshine.
It's meant to be nice the rest of this week. Right?
Oh, that's good. Grab your pens and papers. If you need a pen and paper, get time, just quickly grab a drink or pop to the loo before we start. Hopefully the sound's a bit better. Like I say, you do have to turn it up. Yeah, it is. It's just, it's not. You do have to turn it up to here, I'm afraid. Oh, Dad's watching on his phone. I wondered that. I was thinking, I can hear myself. I shouldn't be able to hear myself, but I can because he's on the phone. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to go across, like I said, to YouTube again, you can watch along there. Okay. I think we'll make a start if everyone's ready. So our first round we've got tonight is called Sounds the Same. And I'm going to give you an example so you understand what I mean. There are two words, you need to put both words and they sound the same but they're spelt differently. And most of them mean different things as well, but they actually, how you pronounce them sounds the same. So I need the other sheet so I can read the example. So the example would be, so it would be what you might have for breakfast and someone who kills a lot of people. So that's the example. So what you might have for breakfast and someone who kills a lot of people, and the answer would be cereal, as in CEREAL, and cereal as in SERIAL. So both cereal, you pronounce it the same, but they're spelt differently. So that's the examples. Hopefully that'll make sense to people. So we've got, like I say, if you're watching on YouTube, you should be able to see the questions. So I'm going to try and get this to work. Let's hope this works. Hopefully the screen will change for you. I'm just keeping an eye on my phone, fingers crossed. So we've got round one that sounds the same. That's a good idea. So question one is a place where boats are kept tied up in a dock and a baby's arrival. A place where boats are kept and tied up in a dock and a baby's arrival. So we've got, so they sound the same but they're spelt differently. We need to write down both words. Yep, just checking, make sure both are working. That's fine. Right. Oh, sorry. Number 2. You do this at the shops and say this as you leave. You do this at the shops and say this as you leave. Sorry, I'm just doing it. Right. Go. On YouTube. Number 3. If you look in the mirror a lot and said to be this, and it helps move blood around the body. If you look in the mirror a lot,
you are said to be this.
And sorry, it should be and you are said to be this, and it helps move blood. It helps blood move around the body.
You missed the UR. No.
Oh, I do apologise, Your Majesty. Yeah, I did say earlier there's going to be a lot of spelling things because I'm not even sure if this was going to work or not, but so far it has, which is good. I will try and remember when we get to round 4 to put the pictures up for the people on Facebook so they can see it. Right. Next one. Most people hope for this in the world and a portion of cake or chocolate, etc. Most people hope for this in the world and a portion of cake or chocolate, etc. That's number 4. Number 5. The Queen has done this for 68 years and it gets you wet. The Queen has done this for 68 years and it gets you wet. These are 2 separate things. I know that sounds like one thing altogether. It's not meant to sound rude, by the way.
Yeah, so it's the Queen's done this for 68 years. So that's one word.
Yeah, and then it gets you wet is a different one, different spelling. Number 6. Another name for perfume and an American coin. I should say American, sorry. Another name for perfume and an American coin.
That's me spelt it wrong.
That was you that spelled it wrong.
No, yeah.
See, it's not all my fault. Number 7. You can use a jug to do this, and if you can be this if you don't have much money. You can use a jug to do this, and it should be and you can be this if you don't have much money. Number 8. Brides walk down this, and it could be of man or white. Brides walk down this, and it could be of man or white. Sorry. She's distracting me. Question 9. You have two of these and a great achievement. You have 2 of these and a great achievement. And number 10, you do this with a pen and the opposite of left. You do this with a pen and the opposite of left. So that's round 1. I'll just give you a second if you want to comment if you'd like any repeated. I can go back on the PowerPoint as well, so if you're on YouTube watching, you can see. Yeah, so just leave in the comments on YouTube or Facebook. Do let us know if you have any problems. You can't hear us. Obviously, we can't tell too much. I'm just going to... That's better. There we go. She's looking at me like, what are you doing? I'll just give you a sec in case you do want any repeated. If not, we can move on to round 2, which is song lyrics. Hopefully that made sense, by the way. You know, to people if you're watching that round about the 2 different spellings and things. Well, I mean, it's a bit late now anyway, but... Okay, I think we'll move on then to round 2, which is song lyrics. So you need to just, I think it's just, you need to write down the artist and what the song is called. Is that right?
Yeah, and a point for each.
Point for each. Okay. So, number 1. This hit that ice cold, Michelle Pfeiffer that white gold. This hit that ice cold, Michelle Pfeiffer that white gold.
Shouting the answers out there. You'll know all these.
Oh yeah, Dad will. They're all Dad's favourite songs. The new song, I said the only song he knows the only way all the words through is Cockles and Mussels, or he does know Popular from Wicked. Because we have Wicked a lot on in the car. Not now, but we used to. Number 2. Clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins to fade. Clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins to fade.
Should be
Okay. Number 3. She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. Number 4. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. Number 5. Oh yeah, I'll tell you something, I think you'll understand. Oh yeah, I'll tell you something, I think you'll understand. Number 6. Poor old Johnny Ray sounded sad upon the radio. Poor old Johnny Ray sounded sad upon the radio. Dishwasher on it. Number 7. Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind. Think I can see through this and see what's behind. Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind. I think I can see through this and see what's behind. Number 8. When I wake up, well I know I'm going to be the man who wakes up next to you. When I wake up, well, I know I'm going to be the man who wakes up next to you. It's alright for you as long as it's your husband. You can have Boris Johnson wake up next to you. I'm sure you'd love that.
Make him comb his hair.
No, she really would love David Tennant to wake up next to her.
Now he did a haircut now as well.
Oh yeah, he does, that's true. Very good actor though. Question 9. She got a smile that seems to me reminds me of childhood memories. She's got a smile that seems to me reminds me of childhood memories. And number 10. Money talks, but it don't sing and dance, and it don't walk. Money talks, but it don't sing and dance, and it won't walk. Don't walk. Sorry. Apologise. Don't walk. Okay, that's for round 2. If you'd like any repeated, let me know in the comments on Facebook or YouTube. Like I say, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see the questions on the screen, so that's a bit easier. We are streaming on there, so it is, at the moment, it's still going, which is good. I think it's because we're streaming. But yeah, you can actually see the questions on the screen. It'll be when we get to round 4, where YouTube will be alright, but I've got to try and get these pictures on Facebook, but it'll be fine. If it works like it did on Monday with the other bit, that should be okay. Oh, number 5. I'm just going to go back so you can see number 5 if you're watching on YouTube. Oh yeah, I'll tell you something I think you'll understand. Oh yeah, I'll tell you something I think you'll understand. Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, just put in the comments if you'd like, and if you're watching on phone or whatever, just if you want any repeated. But I will go back so you can see the question as well, so if anyone asks on Facebook, you can see the question as well on YouTube. Okay, just give you another 30 seconds. Let's say you let us know if you want any repeated, that's absolutely fine. And then we'll move on to do the answers. Which I've got to go back. The answers. Yes, I think we'll do the answers then. So, number 1, I'll go back so you can see the questions on YouTube. Place where boats are kept tied up in a dock and a baby's arrival is a berth. So that's B-E-R-T-H or B-I-R-T-H. You do this at the shops and say this as you leave is buy, which is B-U-Y or B-Y-E. If you look in the mirror a lot and said to be this and it helps blood move around the body is vein or vein, V-E-I-N or V-A-I-N. Most people hope for this in the world, and a portion of cake, chocolate, etc. is peace and peace, so that's P-I-E-C-E or P-E-A-C-E. The Queen has done this for 68 years, and it gets you wet is rain, so that's R-E-I-G-N or R-A-I-N. Another name for the perfume and American coin is scent and scent, so that's S-C-E-N-T and C-E-N-T. Number 7, Number 7, you can use a jug to do this, and if you don't have, and you can be this if you don't have much money, is pour and pour, says P-O-U-R and P-O-O-R. Brides walk down this, and it could be of man or white. Is aisle. That's A-I-S-L-E or I-S-L-E. Yeah, Isle of Wight or Isle of Man. You have 2 of these, and a great achievement is feet. F-E-E-T or F-E-A-T. And number 10, you do this with a pen, and the opposite of left is right or right. So it's W-R-I-T-E or R-I-G-H-T. So the answers for, the answers for round 2, song lyrics. This Hit That Ice Cold, Michelle Pfeiffer That White Gold, is Uptown Funk by Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars. Clocks, number 2, Clock Strikes Upon the Hour and the Sun Begins to Fade, is Whitney Houston, I Wanna Dance With Somebody. Do you want to give us a bit of that?
Ooh, I wanna dance with somebody.
That's enough. She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene, is Billie Jean. I think that's meant to say Michael Jackson. You put Michelle Jackson. Whoever Michelle Jackson is, apparently. I think it's meant to say Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. That's autocorrect on my iPad. It's dreadful.
Yeah. Just a Small Town Girl Living in a Lonely World is Don't Stop Believing by Journey. Oh yeah, I'll tell you something I think you'll understand is I Wanna Hold Your Hand by the Beatles. Poor Old Johnny Ray Sounded Sad Upon the Radio was Come On Eileen by Dexy's Midnight Runners. Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, but I think I can see through this and see what's behind. Is Human by Rag and Bone Man. Number 8, when I wake up, well I know I'm going to be the man who wakes up next to you. It wasn't Boris Johnson, it was I'm going to be 500 miles by the Proclaimers. So I will walk 500 miles. Yeah, that's that one. She's Got a Smile, it seems to me, reminds me of a childhood memories. It's Sweet Child of Mine, Guns N' Roses. And number 10, Money Talks but it don't sing and dance and won't walk. Don't walk. I keep saying won't walk. It says don't walk on the thing. Is Forever in Blue Jeans. Neil Diamond. Yeah, there's no, sorry. Neil Diamond, yeah. Okay, we'll move on then to round 3, which is food and drink. So, number 1, how is steak tartare cooked? How is steak tartare cooked? And that's T-A-R-T-A-R-E. You definitely spelt that right, yeah?
Yeah, because I checked it. Yeah.
Good. Number 2, what is pancetta? What is pancetta? Number 3, what type of food is basmati? What type of food is basmati? Sorry, I thought you said the answer. Number 4, what microphobia is a fear of which food? Microphobia is a fear of which food? Yeah, if you're watching on Facebook, that's spelled M-Y-C-O-P-H-O-B-I-A. Obviously in YouTube you can see it spelled out anyway. Number 5. In which year did Arthur Guinness begin brewing ale? Was it A, 1752, B, 1762, or C, 1772? So in which year did Arthur Guinness begin brewing ale? Is it A, 1752, B, 1762, or C, 1772? Number 6. Kirsch is a colourless brandy distilled from which fruit? Kirsch is a colourless brandy distilled from which fruit? Number 7. From which country did Merlot wine first originate? From which country did Merlot wine first originate? Right, if you're on YouTube, you should be able to see us again now. Blimmin' computers, why do they never work when you want them to work? Right, as I was trying to do... Right, so let's carry on. Number 8, I'll repeat that again, is which herb is used in the production of pesto? Which herb is used in the production of pesto? So yeah, YouTube is working again now. If you've gone over, that was just their streaming software. The computer decided to go funny in the streaming software, but it's fine. It's YouTube is on the same link. It's all fine. It's working again now properly. Right. Number 9. Which drink is sometimes referred to as Adam's Ale? Which drink is sometimes referred to as Adam's Ale? Like the man. And question 10. What is the maximum number of Michelin stars that can be awarded to a restaurant? What is the maximum number of Michelin stars that can be awarded to a restaurant? Yeah. Okay. So if you'd like any from round 3 repeated, I'll just give you a minute, let me know. Like I say, YouTube is working again now. Oh. She says...
YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming.
I'm just checking on. Yeah, it's still going.
Yep, no, just so it's a good stream, huh?
It's poor. That'll probably clear itself in a minute.
Yeah, it's probably internet.
If I just refresh it, I might. Or is it going to get rid of it completely? No. Okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you should see round 4 pictures up. Okay.
Put them on Facebook.
It's still poor. No. I'm not going to do that. I'm just seeing if anyone's going to comment. Right. Let's see if this is going to work. Okay. I'm going to... I can't do that. Right, okay. If you're watching on YouTube, you're going to see 2 of the same picture, but that's because I've got to do it for the people on Facebook. This could work, this may not work at all, but we will see how this goes. Right, so this is round 4 is pictures. They're all brands or logos. You need to write down what it is. Okay, so number 1. Right, at the moment it's on there. That is on Facebook.
Oh.
Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. That's number 5. I can't remember what number we're on. Number 5. Number 6. Oh, sorry. Number 7. Number 8. You would. You do. You do know a lot of them. Okay.
First one.
Number 9. You should know that one. And number 10.
Just run through them together.
Okay, they're your logos. And let me know if you want any repeated on which ones. I will just quickly, if you're watching on YouTube, just go through them. So we've got number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, and number 10. Oh, number 6, yeah. Hang on, I just have to do it slightly different for Facebook, so just bear with me a second. Which one was number 6? That one, I think. So that's number 6. No, some of them you should know because you're old. Right. That's what check. Anyone else want any repeated? Let me know. Okay, we'll move on to then the answers for round 3 and round 4. So I'll go back for those on YouTube. So number 1, how is steak tartare cooked? It's raw.
It's not cooked, it's raw.
Yeah, but it does say how is steak tartare cooked.
Yeah, it isn't, it's raw.
Yeah. So if someone could cook...
True or false?
Yeah. So it's not actually cooked. So if you want to complain about that, send all your complaints to sue.bradbury. No. Question 2. What is pancetta? It is very thin sliced bacon. Number 3. What type of food is basmati? It is rice. Number 4. Microphobia is a fear of which food? It's mushrooms. Let us know, anyone in the chat, if you have microphobia. It'd be interesting to know. Question 5. In which year did Arthur Guinness begin brewing ale? It was A. 1752. He set up his first brewery, but Guinness came later. Question 6. Kirsch is a colourless brandy distilled from which fruit? It's cherries. Question 7. From which country did Merlot wine first originate? It's France. Question 8. Which herb is used in the production of pesto? It's basil. Question 9. Which drink is sometimes referred to as Adam's ale? It's water. And question 10. What is the maximum number of Michelin stars that can be awarded to a restaurant? It's 3. And round 4. Number 1 was Nintendo. Number 2 is Fruit of the Loom. Number 3 is UPS. Number 4 is BP. Number 5 is Adidas. Number 6 is Nestle. Number 7 is Spotify. Number 8 is Chanel. Number 9 is Seat. And number 10 is Skype. How many of them did you get then in the end? She's like, after I said them out of there, she's a bit like, actually, I think I should have known some of them.
I've got BP, that's about it.
Bless. Right, we're going to just stop for a quick 2-minute break so you can grab a drink or pop to the loo. And then we can do our last 4 rounds after when we come back. Oh yes, let us know if you have got any birthdays this week. I know it's Max's birthday. He's 15 today. So happy birthday to him. Yeah, do let us know in the chat on Facebook or on YouTube if you've got any shout outs, announcements, anything exciting happened to you, you know, during the week. Anything exciting happened to you last week? Oh, you had a bird mess on your book, didn't you?
Oh, yes.
That's about the most exciting thing we've had happen to us.
A bird pooed on my quiz book.
Yeah, while we were in the garden.
Outside, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, let us know if you've got anything, any shout outs, any birthdays, any special occasions coming up that you're celebrating in lockdown.
Anybody going to make a scarecrow for the
garden? Oh, yes.
garden?
Anyone making any scarecrows for the scarecrow competition? I think it's a school are running that. Let us know. Grab yourself a drink. I've got my tropical drink. I might ask my assistant to go and fill it up for me.
Oh, right, okay.
Thank you very much, special assistant. We've also got coming up at the end, we've got another boring fact of the week. Dad's got something to do with hooligans, I think he said. I don't know. Also, mind you, next Monday we've got our live bingo. We're playing 6 games. We're going to do like we did last week, so we're going to do different lines for different ones, pyramids, corners, lots of different things. I think Dad's got something else as well for us to do. So that'll be a bit interesting, a bit different next time. Well, thank you very much. gone off?
No, but he said he would.
No, I think it's okay at the moment. Yeah. Yes, so let us know. Hopefully you're all enjoying it. Like I said, so far this has worked. This PowerPoint thing, I've tried to get it to work. Look at all yesterday trying to get it to work, but so far it isn't working at the moment on YouTube. So I will try and see if I can find some way of getting it on Facebook. I'm not 100% sure if I can or not.
It's general knowledge next.
Oh, general knowledge. Which is round 5. Okay, so you got your drinks. You got your gins or your vodkas on the go. Or lying with a big wine glass. Let us know as well if you've accomplished anything during lockdown. Any decorating you done, fixing things. You know, any
the language.
Yeah, learn language, learn how to. Some people I know have been learning to dance. What sort of things have you been accomplishing during lockdown? Do let us know. We've mainly been painting. Up the hall, not here, unfortunately. So it's all nice and redecorated when we can reopen again. Okay, so we're going to start with round 5, which is general knowledge, as some people know it as, or general knowledge as it should be known as. Just check, right, I think we're okay. So, question 1. Shannon Airport is in which country? Shannon Airport is in which country? Was it actually named after someone called Shannon?
It's named after something that's called Shannon in that country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but was that person named after someone called Shannon?
No, there's something else that's in that country that's called Shannon that it was named after.
No, I know, but was that thing what it was named after? Was that named after a person called Shannon?
No, I think people's who now called Shannon are probably named after
Named
that.
after that.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
They are a bit of history you found out there from Sue. Probably not true in any case, but hey ho. Number 2. Nora Batty was a character in which long-running TV series? Nora Batty was a character in which long-running TV series? Number 3. In which sport can a player score a birdie, an eagle or an albatross? In which sport can a player score a birdie, an eagle or an albatross? Number 4. The dunny is an Australian slang term for what? The dunny is an Australian slang term for what? And here's a clue, perhaps you visited there during the break. Question 5. Which Olympic sport takes place in a velodrome? Which Olympic sport takes place in a velodrome? Well, I think they have track championships and all sorts there as well. Question 7. Oh, I thought we just done number 5. Ah, I skipped 2, I apologise. What joint bone connects your foot to your leg? What joint bone connects your foot to your leg? Question 7. What was the currency in Spain before they joined the euro? What was the currency in Spain before they joined the euro? When did they join the euro?
No idea.
See, you meant to have all these facts. It's no good. Number 8. What colour berets are worn by members of the Royal Marines? What colour berets are worn by members of the Royal Marines? Number 9. In terms of land area, what is the largest country in South America? In terms of land area, what is the largest country in South America?
Not America.
I went to say Africa and then I was like, no, it's America. That's why it sounded funny. I apologise. South America it should be. Yeah, I went to go and say Africa and stop myself. And question 10. What is the national flower of Wales? What is the national flower of Wales? As in the country. So, comment if you'd like any of those answers repeated. Not answers, questions. Can't have the answers yet. Let us know. Just give you a minute and then we'll move on to round 6. Yes, the next round we've been told the kids should know some of these answers. Yeah, again, I think kids might have better at the old logo ones than you.
Yeah, probably.
Let us know as well if there is any children playing. You know, if you're with your families playing. Or if you're in your families and you're playing against each other, who's winning? Oh, I need to turn the page. I feel like a newsreader. And tonight on the news. More people are disobeying lockdown, as per usual. And social distancing. Okay, move on to round 6 then, which is animals. So number 1. What is the largest big cat in the world? What is the largest big cat in the world? I know there's a couple of animal welfare people watching, so hopefully they'll know the answer to this, or I'll be slightly worried. Question 2. How many hearts does an octopus have? How many hearts does an octopus have? Name 3 types of octopus.
And 3 types.
Yeah. I haven't got a clue, I just wondered if you knew. There's a something ring octopus, I think. Is it a blue ring octopus or something?
Oh, I know they've got 8 legs, but
Yeah. I know squids. I know there's a giant squid and a colossal squid.
Oh.
And a vampire squid.
You say so.
Back to actually what we're meant to be doing. And number 3, what is a group of lions called? What is a group of lions called? Number 4. What is the only mammal that can fly? What is the only mammal that can fly? Number 5. What do camels store in their humps? What do camels store in their humps?
I didn't know that. I thought it was.
Number 6. What are baby goats called? What are baby goats called? The animal welfare people definitely should get this one. Number 7. How many teeth does an adult dog have? Is it A, 22, B, 32, or C, 42? How many teeth does an adult dog have? A, 22, B, 32, or C, 42? Number 8. What is the fastest land animal in the world? What is the fastest land animal in the world? Number 9. Which animal belongs to the group bovine? Which animal belongs to the group bovine? And number 10. True or false, a donkey can see all 4 of its feet? True or false, a donkey can see all 4 of its feet? Okay, if you like any repeated, let us know in the comments. Just give everyone a minute and then we'll do the answers for round 5 and 6. And then we're on our final 2 rounds. We hope you're enjoying the quiz tonight. So I've got quite a good mixture of rounds tonight with different things. We're getting grips a bit more on the technology side of things so we can do pictures and bits and pieces for you. So it's a bit different this week. And it's not broken too much as per usual, so okay. We'll do the answer for round 5 and for round 6. So, number 1. Shannon Airport is in which country? It's Ireland.
And the airport was named after the river because it's River Shannon. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. It was a river named after someone, whoever named perhaps their child was called Shannon.
Yeah.
Number 2. Nora Batty was a character in which long-running TV series? It was Last of the Summer Wine. Which, if you missed any of them, you catch up on YouTube TV Gold. Number 3. In which sport can a player score a birdie, an eagle or an albatross? It's golf. Question 4. The dunny is an Australian term for what? It's the toilet. Number 5. Which Olympic sport takes place in a velodrome? It's cycling. Number 6, which joint bone connects your foot to your leg? It's ankle. Number 7, what was the currency in Spain before they joined the euro? It was peseta, or potatoes as some people say. What colour berets are worn by members of the Royal Marines? They are green. In terms of land area, what is the largest country in South America? It's Brazil. And what is the national flower of Wales? It is the daffodil. Number 6, round 6 even, not number 6. What's the largest big cat in the world? It is a tiger. How many hearts, I'm trying to say. How many hearts does an octopus have? Oh dear, I don't know what that's for. Bear with me. Oh no, it could be the top one. Okay, sorry, ignore that. It might go a bit funny. Number 2, how many... no, I done that one. How many group of lions is called? It is a pride.
Did you say three?
Yeah, that was... No, that was number 2.
Yeah, but you say the answer was 3?
Oh, sorry. So number 2 was how many hearts does an octopus have? Was 3. And number 3 is what is a group of lions called? It's a pride. Number 4 is what is the only mammal that can fly? It's a bat. What do camels store in their humps? It is fat. What are baby goats called? It's kids. How many teeth does an adult dog have? It was C42. What is the fastest land animal in the world? It's a cheetah. Which animals belong to the group bovine? It's cows. And true or false, a donkey can see all 4 of its feet? It's true. Donkey's eyes are positioned so it can see all 4 feet.
They're good at climbing up mountains.
So we move on to round 7, which is TV. So just bear with me a second. Okay. Number 1. Which Blackadder character always had a cunning plan? Which Blackadder character always had a cunning plan? Number 2. In which part of London is Call the Midwife set? In which part of London is Call the Midwife set? Question 3. Which year was the final weekly Top of the Pops broadcast on TV? Which year was the final weekly Top of the Pops broadcast on TV? Number 4. In Mrs. Brown's Boys, what is the first name of Mrs. Brown? In Mrs. Brown's Boys, what is the first name of Mrs. Brown? Number 5. Which member of the Beatles narrated the first series of live-action models Thomas the Tank Engine? Which member of the Beatles narrated the first series of the live-action models Thomas the Tank Engine? So just to confirm, that's when they were like the trains on the tracks and stuff. I haven't just lost the picture, let me just check. No, that's okay. Number 6. The first episode of Downton Abbey begins on the same day as which real-life historical event? The first episode of Downton Abbey begins on the same day as which real-life historical event? Number 7. How many episodes of Games of Thrones are there? Is it A, 53, B, 63, or C, 73? How many episodes of Game of Thrones are there? A, 53, B, 63, or C, 73? Question 8. Nicholas Lyndhurst played which character in Only Fools and Horses? Nicholas Lyndhurst played which character in Only Fools and Horses? Number 9. In which fictional town was the sitcom Dad's Army set? In which fictional town was the sitcom Dad's Army set? I've got an ache in my leg and it's really annoying me. Number 10. Which comedian and actor plays Alan Partridge? Which comedian and actor plays Alan Partridge? Which condensely was voted as the best comedy character in the Gold thing on Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, best sitcom character, I should say. Okay, so that's the 10 questions for round 7. Let me know if you need any repeated. Hopefully there should have been some that even you knew.
Yeah.
Our next round is the last, our final round of the evening, which is numbers. We'll do the final round, then we'll do the answers, and then we'll just finish off on, we've got another great, amazing, boring fact of the week.
Got something ready?
He told me he has.
Oh, good.
He should be on here tonight. He told me he was going to come on, so I'll be annoyed if he's not. Okay, I think we can make a start. I don't think anyone's asked for any repeated, so we'll make a start then on round 8. How much is a numbers? Oh,
Yeah.
it says general knowledge on that first
No,
one.
should be numbers.
I know, it should be numbers. Sorry. I think I forgot to change it. Right, it's going to say general knowledge on the PowerPoint. It's not general knowledge, it's numbers, okay? I forgot to change them. I'm
So all
sorry.
the answers are numbers.
So all the answers are a number, okay? So number 1, how much is a baker's dozen? How much is a baker's dozen? Number 2, how many sculpture lions sit at the base of Trafalgar Square? How many sculpture lions sit at the base of Trafalgar Square?
An echo in it.
It is like an echo. Number 3. How high in inches is a table tennis net? How high in inches is a table tennis net? How do you measure it? How do you measure it?
With a ruler.
Number 4. The EU flag consists of a circle of how many golden stars? The EU flag consists of a circle of how many golden stars? How many pieces are on the board at the start of a game of chess? Number 5. How many pieces are on the board at the start of a game of chess? Number 6. In imperial measurement, how many pounds are in a stone? I don't want to know the answer to that one. How imperial measurement, how many pounds are in a stone? I know it, but I'd rather not. I think we both rather not.
No, it's a weight of anything, isn't it? So you used to weigh potatoes and vegetables and all that.
No, I read like losing pounds and things like that.
Oh, right, yeah.
Number 7. How many British King Georges have there been? How many British King Georges have there been? And number 8. How many rooms are there on a standard Cluedo game board? How many rooms are there on a standard Cluedo game board?
Might need to think about that one.
I don't, because I've got the answer in front of me.
No, I know. Some people might need to work out what the rooms are.
So that's like on a normal traditional one. There's so many different versions of Cluedo, but just a normal traditional one. And number 9, how many rings are on an Olympic flag? How many rings are on an Olympic flag? And finally, number 10. In English law, what is the smallest number of people that can constitute a riot? Constitute. In English law, what is the smallest number of people that can constitute a riot? But obviously at the moment, as long as you're 2 metres apart, it's okay. Okay, so that is our final question. If you'd like any of them repeated, let me know. I'll give you a minute just to...
Work out how many rooms are on the Cluedo board.
Yeah. No cheating by going to get your Cluedo set down from the loft. Or from the cupboard.
So we've got loads of sets of Cluedo.
If Lisa's still watching with Jay, he might know the answer, so... He should definitely know the answer. We've played Cluedo enough in this household. I think we have about 8 or 9 different versions of Cluedo. Something like that. That's totally not our favourite game at all. Coincidentally, if you do like Cluedo, on our YouTube channel there is a murder mystery on there which is based on Cluedo. If you want to go give that a watch to cheer yourselves up in lockdown, you can see Mum dressed as a Welsh detective with a moustache on. It's a good watch if you want to watch something to cheer you up. Oh, leave the last 5 questions. I'm just going to repeat the last 5 questions for my cousin because she's just lost her internet. So, hang on 1 second. So, number 5 was how many pieces are on the board at the start of a game of chess? Number 6, in imperial measurement, how many pounds are in a stone? She should know all the Slim World, yeah. All the years of Slim World that we've done. Number 7, how many British King Georges have there been? Number 8, how many rooms are there on a standard Cluedo game board? Like I said, ask Jay, he'll know. Number 9, how many rings are on an Olympic flag? And number 10, In English law, what is the smallest number of people that can constitute a riot? So just give it a show again. So that was number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. And number 10. Okay, so that is our quiz this week. We'll just do the answers for round 7 and round 8. Get me answers. Let's go back because they. Oh, good, she got them, so that's good. Right, round 7. Excuse me, sorry. Round 7. Not very ladylike, I apologise. Round 7. I'll just check, sorry, I just didn't check Facebook whether anyone wanted to repeat. Right, which Blackadder character always has a cunning plan is Baldric. Which part of London is in Call the Midwife is Poplar in East London. Which year was the final weekly Top of the Pops shown on broadcast on TV? It was 2006. Was that Fern? Why don't you used to do that? Was it with Reggie? She used to do that with him? Yeah. Number 4. In Mrs. Brown's Boys, what is the first name of Mrs. Brown? It's Agnes. Number 5. Which member of the Beatles narrated the first series of live-action models Thomas the Tank Engine? It was Ringo Starr. They are now CGI, so that was like the old original ones. Number 6. How many episodes of Game of Thrones are there? It's C, 73. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, number 5.
Because we changed it round. I apologise. So, sorry, it should have been number 6 should be the first episode of Downton Abbey begins on the same day as which real-life historical event? It's the sinking of the Titanic. Number 7 is how many episodes of Game of Thrones are there? That was C, 73. Number 8, Nicholas Lyndhurst played which character in Only Fools and Horses? It was Rodney Trotter. Plonker. Number 9. In which fictional town was sitcom Dad's Army set? That was Warmington-on-Sea, though they did actually film quite a lot of it in Thetford.
Yeah.
And number 10. Which comedian actor plays Alan Partridge? Of course, it was Steve Coogan. So we knew. Dining room. Study. Number 8. Round 8, sorry. Yeah, ignore this. It says general knowledge. It should be numbers. So number 1 was how much is in a baker's dozen? It's 30. How many sculptures lions at the base of Trafalgar Square? It was 4. How high in inches is a table tennis net? It's 6. The EU flag consists of a circle of how many golden stars? It was 12. How many pieces are on the game board at the start of a game of chess? It's 32. In imperial measurement, how many pounds are in a stone? It's 14. How many British King Georges have there been? There's been 6. Like George the 1st, George the 2nd, George the 3rd, George the 4th, George the 5th and George the 6th.
Queen's father.
Yeah. How many rooms are there on a standard Cluedo game board? Is 9, which are this is the standard traditional, so hopefully Jay got all these right. The ballroom, the conservatory, the kitchen, the hall, the lounge, the library, the billiard or billard room as some people call it, the dining room and the study. Question 9. How many rings are on the Olympic flag? It's 5. And our final question, in English law, what is the smallest number of people that can constitute a riot? It's 3. Like I say, you're alright to do it right as long as you're all 2 metres apart at the moment. So that is our questions. Have we got a tiebreakery question if we need one?
No.
No. Have we got a tiebreaker question? No. Thank you for joining in. We hope you really enjoyed it. We will end on our traditional. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this on YouTube, but you definitely will on Facebook. Let me just sort it out because I can't find it. I think it's that one. Are you ready? Hello? Come on. Come on. Come on. You see it in the corner. There you go. Chris's boring fact of the week. So what's your boring fact of the week this week? Hopefully you'll be able to see him. Oh, hang on. There we go. What's your boring fact this week? You might have to just say it in the microphone.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm better to do it that way. There we go.
Well, the boring fact is the word hooligan, meaning a troublemaker. The word comes from Ireland, where there was a family called the Hooligans, and hence, ever since then, as they used to get in trouble. Ever since then, that's where the word hooligans come from. So it's from Ireland. There was a family who used to get in trouble called the Hooligans.
Oh, that was very boring. Thank you for another boring fact this week. I'm sure you got a good one ready for us Monday for bingo. Like I said, come along and join us on Bingo Live on Monday. We are doing it different now, so it's a bit more interesting. And we're only doing 6 games rather than more than that because it takes forever. So enjoy the rest of the week. Hopefully enjoy the sunshine. Keep safe. Thank you to all the key workers who are working as hard as normally they are to keep the country going and looking after everyone during this time. Yeah, let us know in the comments how much you got, how much you scored out of. I don't think it was out of 80, I think it might have been more than that. So, out of 100.
No, 90. Sorry.
90, out of
Sorry.
90. Yes, let us know. Let us know any suggestions you think for rounds we can have for next time. We'll have another quiz again in 2 weeks' time on the Wednesday. So let everyone know, let people you know, tell them to come join in. Like I say, hopefully I know there's some people who are on who are playing against each other tonight. Oh, I've got this webcam on and I don't know why. But hey ho. Fingers crossed it's all going to work fine next time, and have a good week, and we will see you all on Monday. Thank you very much.